Expensive leads make business and advertising extremely hard. I've got a really good tip and a trick that is going to sound very common sense once you start to understand Google Ads. If you do understand Google Ads, you're going to be like, yeah, of course, but how do I do it? So basically what it is it's getting the highest quality score, keyword quality score possible. The reason being is that Google actually discounts and gives you a massive discount when you have a high quality score. So what is a quality score? A quality score is something that Google Ads assigns to a particular keyword phrase for what they call ad relevance and a couple other factors. So basically what it does is it tells Google Ads that it tells you that this particular keyword phrase is really relevant to the people that are viewing your ads. According to when they search this particular keyword phrase, they're clicking them at a high rate, which is what we call the click-through rate, the percentage of people that actually see the ad that click it, and then they're signing up at a high rate and they're coming back. So what Google does is it's a 1 to 10 scale, 1 being quite low, 5 being average, 4 and below being below average, and then 6 and above being above average. So the way it works is if you get below 5, you're penalized. So you can still show in the auction, but they're going to make you pay a lot more money to rank against somebody that has a higher quality score. Conversely, if you're above 6 to 10, you're going to get an exponential discount as you go up because the value that Google brings is in showing people what they want when they want to see it. So even if you're willing to spend $1,000 or $5,000 per click, but the user on Google isn't going to find it valuable, they're actually not going to want to take your money. They'd much rather incentivize the advertisers that are really good and give them a better deal because that's a better user experience for their particular customer. So in this particular example, we're focusing on real estate leads for a company in Hawaii. Houses for sale on Oahu, Maui real estate for sale. As you can see, the quality scores are 10 out of 10 across the board. And the ad relevance, landing page experience, and expected click-through rate is all above average. And as you can see, what that does is it actually causes you to have a very high conversion rate and a low cost per lead. Some of these leads are sub $10 for really high value real estate leads that have a lot of relocation buyers and stuff like that. So it's a really powerful tactic. The way you do it is you actually combine it with how much you're paying per click. So I often will start these campaigns on a max cost per click bid limit. So maximize clicks is the bidding strategy. What that means is that you literally look at how much is being spent over the last 7 days or 14 days. And if you're spending close to your daily budget each day, then you can go ahead and you can actually adjust how much you're actually going to bid based on that. So for example, $1,000 a month is what I typically recommend for an average real estate campaign that's going after buyer and seller listings. What you'll do is you'll look each day to see if, hey, did I spend that $33 per day or not? And if I did, and once you've done that for 4, 5, 6, 7 days in a row, you can actually put a constraint on your spend. So you can put what we call a maximum cost per click bid limit, which will allow you to constrain how much you're actually willing to pay as a maximum per click. And you can also do what we call a target CPA, or target cost per action. Target cost per lead is basically what you're doing. So I typically don't put these constraints on campaigns in the beginning because we want them to spend and we want them to rank in the auction. Once we've got stable traffic and reliable traffic that is clicks that are leading to signups, then what I want to do is I want to learn how to get those particular clicks for less. Because if we get a 10% on-page conversion and we're paying $2 per click, that's $20 per lead. If I can get that down to 50 cents per click, well, then that's $5 per lead for the exact same lead. So it's a really good thing. So the way I do that is I go into the campaign and I go into the campaign scope and I find out, like I said, if I'm doing that $33 per day, if we're spending it. If we are spending it, then I'll go into the settings of the campaign and I'll go into where it says bidding strategy, and then I'll put a maximum cost per click bid limit there, or a target CPA if we're using maximized conversions. The key to doing that is to not doing too much of a constraint too fast. So for example, if we're getting clicks for $2, and average $2 over like a 7-day period, what I'll do is I'll put a maximum cost per click bid limit of $2.50. Not because I want to spend $2.50 per click as an average, but because I want the maximum amount that I'm willing to spend per click to be at $2.50. Then what I do is over the next 5 to 7 days, I make sure we're still spending that $33 per day. And then as time goes on, I can step that down precipitously. So $250 becomes $248, couple days later becomes 247, 246, 247, or 246, 244, some variation of about 2 to 3 cents per step down. And if you're doing it right, you'll maintain the amount of traffic and clicks, but you'll be paying precipitously less per click. You'll know when you've gone to basically what the limit is when you're not spending your $33 per day, if that's what your budget is, over a 4 or 5 day span. And just a little caveat to that, you'll notice in Google Ads what will happen is if your daily budget's 33, it will spend more than that in any given day, up to double what that daily budget is, but it knows that it's done that. So over a 7-day period, it will always average the 33 by 70 by 7 days. It will never go over that 7-day average, but any one day might be up to twice as much for that. So I know this strategy might be over some of your heads. If you do want to learn more about Google Ads and how to run them for your own either real estate business or any business, go over to school.com/ads. I'm going to link it below, and it's going to show you basically how to do this in a step-by-step course that I put together. It's totally free. It's my gift to you. Check it out. Hopefully you get value. I will see you in that community, and I will see you in the next video.